Right. Oh. Right. Yeah, in the last episode, just before the end of the last video, there was a little bit of a talk on the manuscript, and it wouldn't let me save before I clicked through that and had to save afterwards. But the gist of it was that the French chick knows some guy who can decipher this. So I think we're off to go and find this chap and see if he can decipher what this manuscript's all about. Something about a treasure. So yeah, sorry about that, but I had no idea the game wouldn't let me save. You didn't miss much though. Anyway, is there any way of Musée? Maybe it's yeah, that's it. Must be Musée Crunay. Must be. We haven't been here before. Yeah. Right, let's have a look. It's very regal sound in this place. The snooty looking man. Maybe we're going to have a little chat to him. Talk to Snooty Man.
Pardon me.
Oui, monsieur?
Are you Lobineau? Oh, no. Fancy you mistaking me for him. No. I am the deputy custodian.
But Lobineau does work here.
Work? I wouldn't go so far as to call it the
I think that's our French chick's friend.
But as you can see for yourself, not today.
What about this? Is this a German? What's this?
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
sir. Not a sausage.
Okay, what about this?
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am no scholar. Although people often mistake me for one. It is the uniform, I guess. They see the clothes. They are impressed.
And they ask you to park their cars?
They ask me to park it. No. They assume I am an authority on the exhibits in my care.
Whereas you know next to nothing about history.
Of course not. All I am saying is, I am no scholar, not like Monsieur Lobineau.
Well, we need to find Lobineau then, really. Should we just ask him about the tissue? No, there's no point. We can ask him about the picture. You seen this chap?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. Is there any reason why I should?
I guess not.
No.
Thanks
Okay,
for your help.
let's have a little look round here, little butchers, at this thing.
In the case was a spindly tripod, blackened with age and pitted with rust. It was identical to the tripod pictured on the manuscript. A notice identified it as 15th century from Western Ireland. It had been found in Lochmarn at the site of a Knights Templar preceptory. Ireland!
What's that?
This tripod was found in Ireland.
I will have to ask you to keep your voice down.
I'm sorry, I was excited.
Yeah. Something interesting was found in Ireland. Awesome. Let's look at this mummy thing. Excuse me. You can't go and do that.
Leave it alone. That closet is over 3,000 years old.
Sorry.
Closet? It's a sarcophagus.
Oh, of course. Right, so what else can we look at? Totem pole.
Watch out! You will have that down on top of us.
No, I won't. Come on. That's a bit melodramatic. Let's have a look at our notes a sec. Met a very cute photojournalist called Nico Collard. Okay, so we've got 6 pages. So what's the last page say? The tripod from the manuscript. Oh, I see. So this was on the manuscript, that tripod. Okay. On the like tapestry thing. According to the plaque, it was discovered in Lochmarn, Ireland. So yeah, let me just read this as a little recap for what happened when we went to Nico's apartment and found and showed her the manuscript. Showed Nico the manuscript. I think she was impressed. How could she not be? She knew right away that there was something to do with the Knights Templar, a hugely powerful medieval order with too few horses to go around, or something like that. But they had hidden treasure. We're going to find that treasure. I'll tell you that for a fact. What's this?
Attention! Please do not open the window, monsieur.
Don't you think it's kind of stuffy in here?
It's a bit stuffy.
Better stuffy than dead.
What's the problem? Fumes from car exhausts?
Not just that, monsieur. There's a new burger bar opened up across the street. The Laughing Buffalo.
So what's the problem?
They cook their burgers on a charcoal grill. And the fat falls at the open flame. The amount of organic compound and smoke particles released is astounding. Since they opened, local air pollution has doubled.
Blimey.
And it stinks like a funeral pyre. That is why I keep the windows closed.
Fine. Okay. Is there anything else to look at around here? Can we talk to him about anything else?
Oui, monsieur?
Tripod.
Can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John D.
More info, please.
What's the importance of John Dee's tripod?
D was the most famous escapologist of the 16th century. The Houdini of his time.
Don't you mean alchemist? Escapologists use ropes, chains, and handcuffs, not tripods.
Well, whatever it was, that is the tripod he used in his experiments.
I want more info on this, mister.
What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
Oh, the usual. Didn't you study chemistry at school?
Yeah, but we skipped over thaumatology.
Give me more info.
Can I take a closer look at the tripod?
What? Get it out of the case? Ah, no! That tripod is protected by a sophisticated surveillance system.
How sophisticated?
A painfully loud alarm bell.
Oh no. Let's ask about the alarm. Is there any way around it?
How is the alarm bell triggered?
By the slightest pressure on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
It strikes me that to call your alarm system sophisticated is, well, stretching the truth a little.
Yeah,
It
you're...
has never failed yet. The sophistication is in its simplicity.
Okay. Maybe I could show you this.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamut?
Oh no, I don't frequent places like that.
Do you want to shake hands?
Would you like to shake my hand?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur.
Thanks
No one
for
will
your help.
shake our hand. Right, there's nothing else in here, is there? That I can do right now? I don't think so. Let's go out. Let's go. Where else can we go? Cafe, Rude Jerry, Police, Musée de Crunay. Let's go to the police office again. Oh, can we go in here? Let's see if this guy's come back.
It was just some
That is our
police
guy.
paperwork, search
That's-
warrant.
That's Ming the Merciless. That's the guy we need to speak to.
Excuse me, Sergeant.
What do you want now?
Well, Ming's back, so can we have a word?
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur. It's Stobart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
Very well.
Come on, Ming.
Hi, Inspector. Remember me?
But of course, Mr. Stobart. My mind is a well-ordered faculty. A mental classification system that's the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale. No tricks mark you, monsieur. Just exercise. Just as our muscles waste through inactivity, so our minds decay. But there is no need. If only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
If he was trying to impress me, it worked. He was pompous and patronizing.
Yes.
But he had style.
Eh bien, if you called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed.
But
I've been taken off the case.
what about the murder, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
This has gone higher, hasn't it? Yeah. What do you know about this?
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I
Dodgy.
have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No. You must forget the business of the clown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobard.
You do realise that is impossible. We've got a hot chick sitting at her flat at the moment, waiting for us to come back with some answers. So that's not going to happen, mate.
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
So,
I heard that the bomb victim's name was Plantar.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
tell me about the Knights Templar.
Have you heard of the Knights Templar?
Les Templiers. But of course,
Les
monsieur,
Templiers.
their fame is widespread throughout France. We haven't forgotten them. Unlike the rest of Europe.
It was the King of France who persecuted them, though.
Indeed.
That shook his cool. Underneath his cultured facade, the man was real twitchy. You're obviously a great admirer of the Knights Templar.
They were men of great honor, monsieur. The flower of chivalry.
Not everyone would share your views, Inspector.
Not everyone shares my passion for Bartok.
But if the Templars were as honorable as...
That's enough. I do not wish to hear your uninformed opinions, Stobard.
Why do you get so wound up about the Knights Templar? They've been dead for centuries. I shouldn't have pushed my luck. Maybe his ancestors were Templars. Whatever. I saw the anger flare in his eyes like a distant summer thunderstorm.
The Templars were the first true internationalists. 800 years on, and still the world is fragmented by nationalistic flag-waving fools. You will excuse me.
Tell us about these thugs.
Do you know a pair of thugs called Flap and Guido?
I have known
Flap
those
and
two since
Jack.
they graduated from special school. Flap is a nasty piece of work, but Guido is the real brains of the partnership. Where did you hear of them?
I met them out front of the Hotel Ubu.
Yeah? Can we say anything else? No, guess not.
So long, Inspector.
Right, so that's dodgy. I want to speak to you. Yeah, can I ask you about...
Do you know a man named
Khan.
Khan? He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his right cheek.
No, monsieur.
He also calls himself Thomas Merlin.
I'm sorry, Monsieur Stobart. I don't know him. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Yes. I believe Khan was the name he used when he hired the clown costume.
Let's talk about Flap and Jack.
I'd like to report an assault.
Yes, monsieur. Where is the victim?
I'm
here.
the victim. I've been harassed by a pair of thugs.
I see. And where did this alleged assault take place?
It wasn't
Outside the
alleged, it
hotel
happened.
room. They stopped me as I was leaving and went through my pockets.
Could you describe the suspects, monsieur?
One looked like a gorilla, and the other looked like a weasel. Their names are Flap and Guido.
I'll get them this time.
Sweet. Sweet. Have we shown you the picture before? I can't
Do
remember.
you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur.
It's the guy who bombed the cafe. The clown.
This man looks nothing like a clown.
He's taken off his grease paint and costume.
Then there is nothing to link this man with the killing.
Nothing? Look at those murderous eyes.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
Okay. You sure you don't want to shake my
Would you
hand?
like to shake my hand, Sergeant?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur. The gesture could be misconstrued.
Fine.
See you later, Sergeant.
No one's going to shake my hand, but at least we got to speak to Ming there. And so maybe we can go back to... Where else can we go? So we're at the cafe, Rue Jerry, police, Musée de Crunay. Let's go cafe for a sec, see what's going on over here. Can we call anyone? Who are you going to call? Oh, French chick. No, obviously not. Okay, let's have a quick butcher's at the old calf. Make sure nothing weird's happened. No, anything down the dark alleyway? No. No, nothing else in here. Okay, right, thinking caps on. What about back here? You got anything new to say, old man?
Hi there, remember me?
Ah, Mary, Inspector. Have you found him?
Who?
The man in the sewer, of course.
I'm, sifting through the evidence.
Rather you than me, monsieur. So, when you are not exploring sewers, what do you do?
I take a lot of showers.
Oh, we've been through this. Right, okay. So you can't say anything else. Right, fine. Fine. So we're not going to do anything there. Not at the cafe. The police office. It's got to be the Musée de Crunay. What can we do in here?
Pardon me?
Oui, monsieur?
Tell me more about the Knights Templar.
Do you know anything about the Knights of the Temple?
No, sir. Not a sausage.
The
Not a
sign on the
saucisson.
tripod says it was found at a Templar preceptory.
It does?
Yeah. It doesn't mention John Dee at all.
Most remiss.
You don't know anything about the tripod, do you?
No, I don't. I never had much of a start in life, you see. I owed my little education again to my uncle. He was an optician, but he also doubled as the village school teacher. He taught me the alphabet. Wait, 19 letters of it. The bottom row of the
Which
chart
ones are you
was
missing?
too small even for him to read. So he left them out.
Why don't you start over and enroll for adult education?
You know, I never thought of that. Do you see? If I studied art and did all my homework, I could be a professor of history.
At your age? Dream on.
That's harsh. I don't like squashing his dreams like that. Oh well, didn't have an option.
Can you give me any further information about the tripod?
Certainly, monsieur. It's infamous. That tripod, that belonged to John Dee.
What's the importance of John Dee's tripod?
Dee was the most famous escapologist of the 16th.
Don't you mean
We've
Albert?
done this. Okay.
Do you know anything about medieval manuscripts?
Not me, monsieur. I am not
Okay,
idiot.
yeah, we've done that. Okay.
They asked me to practice. They asked where I'm coming.
Right. Been there, done that. What about this red nose?
Do you recognize this red nose?
I don't think so.
Can't tissue.
What do you make of this tissue?
It is absolutely disgusting, monsieur.
Fair enough. Let me ask you again about this.
Do you recognize this ID pass? No. What kind of experiments did John Dee perform with his tripod?
Oh, the usual.
Oh yeah, don't know all that. Okay. Is there
Can
anything
I
else?
take a closer look at the tripod?
No.
That how it
Won't let me. And then we just talk about the
How
alarm.
is the alarm bell?
by the slightest
Just
pressure
pressure.
on or movement of any part of the case wherein that tripod is situated.
It strikes me that the
Right. Okay. So I'm guessing we're gonna have to try and get in this.
For your...
We have to get in here. But how are we gonna get in there?
No, monsieur.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I need to get rid of him. Is there no way outside I can go round the round here and fiddle the window from the outside? No. No, nothing. There's got to be something in here I can do. What have I got on me? Will that short out the... No, didn't think so. Silly idea. How are we gonna... What else is there? not a closet.
Closet? It's a sarcophagus.
I've got to be able to move this.
Watch out! You will have that done on top of us!
Got to be able to move this somehow. Can I use anything on here? No, that's a silly idea. What am I doing? Right. I literally have no idea now. Anything to this window? Oh, opened. Right, so that's open. Sweet, that was behind his back, so obviously he didn't get to set. So now we've got to try and get something to blow through there. Is there anything else on the map now? Can I go to that burger place and get them to cook up a storm or something? Rue Jerry, we haven't been there for a while. Oh, back in Nico's apartment.
Hi. I've been to the Crew Museum.
Did you speak to Labino?
No, he wasn't there.
She doesn't do anything. I thought she was going to be the main protagonist here, but it's this blonde chap.
Have you found out any more about the murders?
Well, it may be nothing, but both the clan's victims visited Paris earlier this year.
When?
The second week of July. They were both here at the same time.
Did they meet?
I don't know, but I can't imagine it was coincidence.
Maybe she does. Excuse me, sorry, at the desk. Maybe she does know. She does do a little bit of work every now and again, I suppose. Let's say about the tripod.
I found the tripod.
Where?
In the museum. It belonged to the Templars. It was dug up in Ireland at a place called Loch Marn.
I have heard of Lochmarn. I read an article about the castle. Take a look for yourself.
A popular gossip magazine. You read that rubbish?
No, I write it.
Professor Nigel Pegram, excavating the medieval castle at Loch Marn. That's strange.
What?
He resigned his chair at Durham University in order to devote his time to the excavation. Not only that, but he canceled the filming of a 4th series of his popular television program. This site at Loch Marn must be awful important to him.
He's a professor of history. They're all cuckoo.
All the same, I'd like to talk to this Professor Pegram. How do you feel about a trip to Ireland?
Disappointed.
Yes.
Huh?
What?
But I won't be going. I want to follow up the Bellotta case. If you really think Pegram's gem is important, why don't you visit Lochmarn?
On my own? I'm not so sure about that. Where is Ireland exactly?
Oh, can't we go on a nice little romantic holiday?
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
I can't believe the amount of money they're putting into this as well. I mean, going to Ireland as well. This geezer's supposed to be on holiday. Right, okay, so tripod, that's that, which we looked
There's
at.
a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod.
Right.
A knight with a crystal ball. The knight scroll bears a phrase in Latin. Through my teachings, you will be enlightened.
Okie doke.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
Anything else? We've seen the middle bit. That was.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse.
Yeah, it's a modern world, love. They can do what they want. Right, that's that then. No, is that not that?
There's a guy working on a loom.
Right.
Let's take another
Oh
look.
no, I don't want to do that now. Oh gosh, I'll go through all of them again.
A knight with
The
a
crystal
knight
ball.
scroll. Through my...
Yes.
There's a woman.
Why doesn't it let you go out of here without
There's a guy.
clicking on all of them?
Look,
Okay. So what do we know? What is
I
it?
have to go.
okay, I'll see you later.
Right. I wish we could hang around with her for a while. Let's talk to this woman again, see if she knows anything.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. How's your girlfriend?
She's
Ooh.
not my girlfriend.
Maybe not yet, but I see your paths entwined in the future.
Oh
I
yeah.
doubt it.
Would be nice to be entwined with old Nico. Yeah, actually he's looking a bit annoyed now. Maybe he's getting a bit pissed off with the fact that he's the one doing all the legwork here. Let's ask about
Do
this
you
photo.
recognize the man in this photograph?
Oh, what a roast.
He's a killer.
I can see that. His eyes say it all.
Okay. That's manuscript. You're a knitter.
Does this matchbook mean
Not
anything
Mahou, it's
to
a
you?
matchbook.
No, but I can tell you one thing. There's no such place as the Club à la Moute in Paris.
Oh. So where is it then?
Can you tell me anything about this security pass?
I can tell it doesn't belong to you.
How
No.
come?
Give me some credits. If you're an electrician, I'll eat my antirrhinums.
You're a remarkably talented lady.
Right, that'll do.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur, you will.
That's a bit creepy. Right, I wish we could go to Ireland. Oh, hang about. Can we go to Ireland? Yes! Should we go to Ireland now? Let's go. Oh my gosh. Can we go anywhere? No, we'll go to Ireland. Oh well. Still, it's a change of scenery.
I passed the castle on the way into Loch Marne. The castle where Peagram's excavation was located.
Sweet. Right, what we got here? What's that?
I tugged at the plastic cover, but it didn't move.
Really? That's the first thing you do when you get into a new... It's a bit odd. Let's look at this Irish chappie. Good day to you, sir.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
Yeah, that's Ireland. He's definitely in Ireland.
I'm George Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of the picnic.
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run. From me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir.
He
He
drinks.
drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption. I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for father, my holy till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, ma, says I. See what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood, when suddenly me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being
No.
strictly truthful.
He wants money.
Compared to him, Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
He wants money. Let's ask about the
What can you
castle.
tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No. Only, what do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
Yeah.
No,
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
Right.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Huh.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, because he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Thank you. You do that. Have you seen a clown? You don't want to see the
Have you
clown.
seen a guy dressed as a clown?
You're in Loch Marne. They all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown scene, and he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy and tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. And while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
I was going to say, he does look a bit
right.
old.
You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
Right. I want to get this castle, mate. Come on.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh yeah? And what if I don't?
Pop him
And
one.
I'm taking you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called the
Oh.
Phantom of Loch Man.
Oh, he's 14. Tell me more about the ghost.
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worst. It was coming from inside the castle.
Ooh.
Did you find out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
Right.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on the arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
Yeah, come
There
on.
is. The bloody place is haunted.
Right.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Like in the films. You seen this geezer?
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. Nope, I never seen him.
Have you seen a tissue with goo on it before?
What does this tissue mean to you?
Nothing.
Just shake my hand, mate.
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on. I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks.
No one's gonna fall for this.
I'd burn in hell if I did.
I just want to shake your hand, that's all.
No way.
Oh dear.
See
A
you
few
later,
little
kid.
adult jokes in
Okay,
this
mister.
game. Right, let's go in here. Pub. Yes. We have some Guinness. Some Guinness. A guy with a fiddle. Awesome.
Top of the morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
This must be the famous Irish welcome. Yeah, let's have a room.
That's not a bad idea. Do you have a vacancy?
I could. If you don't mind waiting until the last guest checks out.
No problem. When will that be?
When the Undertaker comes to collect him.
Awesome. Let's have a Guinness, come on.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Glass
Is
of beer.
this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Ah, well, let's have a glass of that. Nice. Oh, you guys got cold over there? I've never got into Guinness. Never. Always a lager drinking myself. You're not going to see a clown, are
Have
you?
you served any, clowns recently?
Look around.
No,
Oh, I
you're
thought
the
it was
first today.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
Well, you didn't pay. Do you know this guy?
Do you recognize this man?
No, I don't. What do you want with him?
I've got a score to settle.
I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club. According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism?
Dial. Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Never mind.
Right, okay, let's see if we can talk to
I
anybody
gotta
else.
be going.
Can we talk to him?
Hi, my name's Stobart. George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Pegram.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is. I don't know him to talk to.
What about the stuff going on at the first castle?
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He does joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellows yourself?
Yeah.
That's right. Professor Stobart, Miskatonic University.
You're an archaeologist, and you're asking us about the castle.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. The gentleman was talking to me. How come you didn't leave with the others?
I didn't know they'd gone.
Oh, yes. Packed their spades and shovels and away they went.
Seems I missed all the excitement.
What excitement.
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, Pat. Understanding how people used to live by what they left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavoured condoms, more likely.
Yeah, it's quite a sinister look at our future.
Did anyone from the village work at Pegram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I dug more holes than the rest of them put together?
Right. Do you want to shake my hand?
May I shake your hand?
No, you can't.
Well, how come?
Because I'll spill me beer if you do.
Oh, God, your other hand then.
Bye for now.
Okay, what about him? Bright O'Brien.
Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Tell me about the Knights Templar.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
I most certainly have. A remarkable institution. Did you know? They were the originators of our system of credit. Their financial empire stretched from the Atlantic to the Caspian Sea. With bases in so many countries, they had to establish new methods of fiscal transfer.
So, the Knights Templar were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
I don't get it. Are you saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
What a dirty trick. Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Oh yes, they were arrested and many were burnt at the stake.
Good. They bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank manager.
Right, do you know anything about the ghost?
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that, I've seen it.
Seen
Let
it?
me tell you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh no, I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh dear, brilliant.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Or are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
Do you know anything about? He's not going to
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now, there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the same man who dug up the gem.
He's trying to collect it all.
How can I get into the castle?
Well, those walls were built specifically to stop people getting in, Mr. Stobart. But I dare say you'll find a way, if you've the will.
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that. But he's gone from the village. A soft pint with our esteemed host, I might add.
Yeah.
Why is Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
So you ripped him off?
That's the paying guest. That's why.
Oh.
More than that. There's the
Oh, yeah,
question
yeah,
of
I
an
did.
unsettled bill. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Okay. Tell me
Do
about
you know where
Pegram.
Pegram is gone?
sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? The guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, will not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
No.
Oh no, thank the Lord for that.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticated. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
You haven't seen this guy, have you?
Do you recognize the man in his photograph?
Nope, I've never seen him before.
Do you want to shake my hand?
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Mr. O'Brien.
Oh, no you don't.
No one is falling for
Goodbye
that.
now.
What about this chap down here? Can we talk to it? We can talk to both of them. Right. What about you?
My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
Dear. Drink?
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
What's he got on the table? He looks like something I might need to nick so I could buy him a pint.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right.
Do you know about the
Did
dig?
you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Because you look nervous like you're seeing a
What
ghost.
can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
This geezer knows more than he's letting
Have
on.
you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Something about you I don't trust. Sir, try and shake his
Shake
hand.
my hand.
It's a trick, isn't it?
Damn it, you're right. I can't seem to fool anyone. Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I'm sure I don't know him.
I love that. Just have a serious conversation, then try and shock someone, get caught, and then try and continue the serious conversation afterwards. Brilliant.
Check out this pass.
Thomas Merlin? No, never heard of him.
What about this?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No.
See you later.
Booger. Right, let's talk to you, old man.
Hi there, old timer.
What?
It's a bit rude.
Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. It's the hay fever.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
What's that? What's this?
What's that you're making?
It's
Oh.
a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
That sounds grim. What you? Do you want a drink?
Can I buy you a beer?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can do.
I've just had a pint. Bugger.
Do you know Pegram, the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it? No, I don't know him.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochbarn Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast. Long beak. Straggly, flappy wings.
Nice.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk. In Lochmarn. That'll be the day. No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
I can't tell without my glasses.
We'll get your glasses then. You'll shake my hand?
Hey, would you like to shake my...
Actually, yeah,
on
no, he's
second thought, forget it.
He looks like a fighter.
I'll see you later.
Bugger. Can I talk to Fiddler?
He wasn't listening.
Ah. Can I have that room?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Another pint.
May I have another beer, please?
Certainly, sir. Same again?
Yeah, please. How is this stuff made?
That's the secret of the master brewer, sir. Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time-honored fashion, suspended on skillfully tied ropes of the finest hemp, lowered into the cellar, utilizing the forces of original gravity, like manna from heaven.
Blimey. Can we get another...
Look, I gotta be going.
What about another beer?
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Beer.
Hey, how about another drink?
Same again?
Do you serve cocktails?
I'll serve anyone with manners. And money.
No, I'm serious. Have you considered turning McDevitt's into a cocktail bar? Cocktails are chic, cool, and popular with younger drinkers.
What? Kids in the bar? Can you imagine it? Pinball, pimples, and puke.
Right, I get the picture. I'll settle for a glass of stout.
Yeah. He's had a few beers now and his tongue is getting loose. No, right.
Look, I gotta be going.
Another
Excuse
beer.
me.
Yes, sir?
Give me another beer, dude. Give everyone another beer. Let's party, guys.
I think you've had enough, don't you?
Hey, listen. Is it supposed to taste the way it does?
Goperline stout is brewed from the finest chemicals in the world.
I want another beer.
Look, Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Beer.
More beer over here.
I think you've had enough,
Oh.
don't you?
Look, I gotta be going.
You won't serve me. What's this?
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
Definitely need that. Let's talk to this chap again one more time before we go.
Mr. Fitzgerald?
No, he doesn't know how to
See you
change
later.
it. See ya. Let's go out hit the town, man. We're in a foreign country. Let's enjoy ourselves. Is this the way to the castle? Ooh, go with a load of hay.
Hi, do you speak English?
Well, now, what if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave
Jesus
him the look I
Christ.
perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice.
Castle.
What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. But if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
Blimey, don't tell me I have to go to England. Do you want to shake my hand?
Would you like to shake my hand?
What is this? I don't do that male bonding stuff.
I
Fine.
have to go now.
Actually, I'm going to quickly tell this guy that the ghost he saw wasn't a ghost. It was actually some pissed up old
McGuire.
man.
What?
Do you know anything about
Oh,
Pegram's
no, I
name?
can't.
He wouldn't let me anywhere near it. I offered to help, but he chased me off. I didn't want to see his smelly old hole anyhow.
Oh, yeah.
Did anyone from the village work at the dig?
Pegram bought some students and bums with him. He reckoned no one in Lochmarn would know what to look for. The only local guy who worked for him was Sean Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald says he's never been anywhere near the dig.
He's having you on, mister.
He's a liar and a
See you later,
fraud.
kid.
And I'm
Okay,
gonna-
mister.
I'm going to bust him on that now. You're a liar, Fitzgerald. And I offered to buy you a beer and shake your
Mr.
hand.
Fitzgerald? McGuire says he saw you working at the dig. What's more, he saw you talking with Pegram.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he? So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. He said he was leaving. He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
I need to take that package, I'm afraid, Fitzgerald.
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking
Yeah.
a peek inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
A peek in Pegram's package, please.
This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
Man from Paris. Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet. Give the package to me.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
This is the gem. Oh. Has he been hit by a car?
Hey, I just seen a big red...
Get out of here, McGuire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Get out! Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy magnet.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
I'm going to go and I'll tell you something. I'm having that gem.
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding my own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the
Come on,
hill.
speed up, speed it up.
Would you look at that, says I. And I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Frenchy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass. But the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Frenchy, and into an awful wallop he goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I. I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes.
Blimey.
He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
Hang about. Right, and did this... Hang about. And also, what... Did he drop the gem down here? I'm having that gem.
I tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked from the inside.
What about... Can we not use our thingy on it. No. What about this now? This is great.
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand.
Oh, bugger. Right, this is a good place to leave it. We're in a new country. Loads of new stuff going down. Someone's just been hit by what looks like a Ferrari. And things are getting serious. There's ghosts. And yeah, I shall be back probably tomorrow if I can get time to do another hour. Anyway, take care of yourselves and each other.